Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Duke Blue Devils. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
It might be small, but it is mighty. The Duke fan base has really started coming alive, and just 40,000 fans can sound like 60 the way they are passionate and yelling for their Blue Devils. Duke is finding some success in football in the last decade, and Wallace Wade Stadium is starting to really rock and roll when opponents come to town. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. And the Noles will kick off first, and here we go. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Blue Devils offense will have the football first. And they've got the veteran, this senior quarterback, to guide the ship. Tough day in that last loss, threw a couple of interceptions and did not throw a touchdown pass. Hits inside, it's Shepard. Breaks into the open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense
makes the catch, and he's free. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Out wide right, it's Richardson. Runs through a man. He might have space. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Could be an outing. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. And the Blue Devils trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's second and goal.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing the third down and goal.
Touchdown, Blue Devils! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
That is how you finish a drive. Nice drive put together. Don't kick threes. We need touchdowns. And that's a great job executing down here near the goal line. You got the third and goal. You were physical enough to run the football in. Nice start to this football game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will now get its first chance with the football. Going to be interesting to see how they use him throughout this game because this linebacking crew can be exploited. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Left side, it's Robinson. On the move is the 30. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And he added the extra point. Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Touchdown, Seminoles. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And, man, how awesome is that for the big fella? And he wasn't going to just fall on that loose fumble. He decided to scoop it and score, and David shows off the athleticism.
I mean, we were born to do more. We just grew out of the running back body, but we were really all running backs at heart. It's just hard when you got to go that far because you're running out of oxygen. You could tell the gas tank was low, but the big fella getting the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Drops back on first down. Finds his big tight end. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Blue Devils will hustle to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Got an alley. He's got the first down. Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the marker. And the Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Going to take a shot. Touchdown, Duke. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Got his man. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. A costly holding penalty backs him up. It's 1st and 20. He wants to throw it. Right side, it's Richardson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Knowles! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And, man, this defense proving to be so opportunistic. They don't just turn people over. You've already seen them scoop up a fumble, take it back to the house, now an interception, and take it back to the house. They make big plays, and they put that thing in the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Shepard. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. From the gun. Rushes on. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Well, we're only in the first quarter, but already this defense is making their presence felt. We've seen time and time again their ability to rush the passer and get hits on this QB. His toughness is going to get tested.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Out wide left, it's Campbell. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Well, you get the completion, and now it's decision time for the head coach, right? This is a... of 1-2. 4th and short on your own end of the field. What do you do?
The Blue Devils will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Makes a catch at the 10. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Both teams wanted to get the ball to their playmakers. Let's see how these wideouts are doing so far. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or will the defenses finally find their footing? We're ready to go here in the second. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll ride him again. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. And the Seminoles will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Blue Devils decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Going to field this one in tight quarters. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
Here comes the Duke offense to start the drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Got it behind the line. It's Moore. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They want to throw it. That's caught. It's Nicholas. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Touchdown, Florida State. Special teams proving to be special.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Play action on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Long way to go on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Shepard. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. Turning it on. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Blue Devils moving quickly to the line.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. He'll set up to throw. Left side is Shepard. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Blue Devils are rolling down the field. From the gun, it's Campbell. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's Shepard. The stop, the start, the juke, everything in the bag as he gets to the 29. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to get it through the air. Turns it upfield. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And I love linebackers, man. They just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Quick spin on the line. Touchdown, Blue Devils! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, the offense is trying to go bootleg play action that time, but it had no chance because the defensive end won so quickly at the line of scrimmage. He was able to get in the backfield. He smothered the quarterback so fast for a sack.
Out wide right, it's Riles. Now we get a timeout from the Blue Devils. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play.
And, man, guys, we talked about this guy coming into the game, right? He's good, and he can catch the football. He can make plays. That's his first target on the day. And I think the defense is just as surprised as we are, but the offense definitely got to get this guy more involved.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Unloads to the wideout. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. The Noles send out the punt unit. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Hand it to the back. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wants to go up top on second down. Out wide left, it's Boggs. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Keeps it himself. They make the stop. It'll be 4th down. The defense does have a timeout to use if they want to try to put up points before the half. Timeout, Duke. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. We'll see how aggressive they are trying to put up points before the break. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Left side, it's Nicholas. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for second down. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, week 12, almost 0 margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Notre Dame taking on the SMU Mustangs. And it's the Fighting Irish getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. Make it now 7 straight victories, one of the longest win streaks in all the FBS. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game at Wallace-Wade Stadium. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Field inside Wallace-Wade Stadium.
We're just about ready to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Makes the catch, it's Thomas. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Hunt is on its way. Not a lot of room to field this one. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Here comes the Duke offense to start the drive. They'll move the wide receiver. Grabbed behind the line. It's Moore. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Blue Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, going to throw it. The short hands. It's Richardson. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down. The Blue Devils line up to punt it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Dropping back, it's Daniels. Out wide left, it's Croma. At the 35, he's loose. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
When quarterbacks learn to take checkdowns, man, they become way more efficient. They become way better. They get way more possessions, and he does a really good job. It's not his primary guy, but he looks down the field. He doesn't force the football, but checks it down to his running back and still makes a big play because it was the right decision.
There he goes. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. The Seminoles will try to punch it in on first and goal. They send the tight end in motion. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Stopped right there.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. This time they'll throw it. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Pulls it. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
And they swarm him under. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Got a man in the middle. Makes the grab and a nice gain, gets it to the 35.
That's a really good-looking throw there. And I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time we played the Seminoles and Chris Wenke, of course, would go on to win a Heisman Trophy, we knew that we were going to have to be executing at a high level. This guy right here, when he gets going and he gets into a groove, he just does not miss. He is able to light up the scoreboard for the Seminoles.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the 1st down and avoid settling for the field goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Good, right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. The run inside. It's Shepard. Oh, he's got some space. He's racked up 92 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Left side, it's Nicholas. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
And that's a beautiful job by the receiver, knowing exactly where the sticks are. Don't dance, right? Get that 1st down. You're on your side of the field, man. Get a new set of downs. Keep this drive alive. I love players that have that awareness.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Four wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, it's Shepard. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. play. It looks as if we are ready to go here in the fourth. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush right in his face. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fires to the middle. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Sees a crease. What a run. Gets it inside the 40 and out of bounds at the 36.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
And in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Nowhere to go. Same song, 2nd verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Seminoles are flying down the field. Quick give. It's Chroma. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him,
and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida State. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Throwing right, and they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
man, it's just been frustrating to watch.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Got to make the play on 4th. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute, you got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And they'll miss the connection here on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the second time today, this one from 34 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Finds his man on the RPO. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Here he goes. Touchdown, Duke. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end. But forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on fourth down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Hits inside. It's Singleton. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Got a little space. Got the first down. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Defense calls a timeout. 2:07 remaining on the clock. Interesting strategy here to try to maximize their use of the 2-minute timeout. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Sees an alley. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. They'll run it. It's Croma. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Croma. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Oh, pressure's coming. Out wide left, it's Croma. Touchdown, Seminoles! A great catch and run for 6. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the fourth. A pretty short drive there, covering 38 yards, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. These corners going to give them some space. Fires to the wideout. Just barely got rid of it.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Sells to fake. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
Another hit on the quarterback all day long.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Snapped on fourth down. Throws for the tight end. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Fresh setter downs going to the air. He's taking the deep shot. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And, man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
Here's a throw downfield late. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed